Alright guys, yo, what's popping? Today we're gonna be making a tier list on Marvel Rivals characters. Now, Marvel Rivals is a really good game in terms of action sequences and stuff like that. So yeah, it's one of the one of the good um games that Marvel or new games have been released. So this is gonna be interesting. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. On Adam Warlock is a okay. I'm gonna say he's okay. He's an okay strategist or healer, but he's just not that meta. I mean, he can revive teammates. He can do stuff like that, but realistically, you're never gonna use him anyway because he's just situational, I guess. But he's not bad, but he's also not that good. Next up we have Black Panther. I'd say, look, I'm gonna say he's okay. This might be really controversial, because some people actually really like him. He could be really good or okay, but I'm gonna say he's okay. I'd say he's better than Adam Warlock though. So the reason I put Black Panther in okay, he does good damage. He does, his ult is actually really good, but he's too hard to play. He's too difficult to play. Getting those stacks by throwing the spears. It's just really hard to play this character, but if you actually do play this character, he's gonna be very good for damage dealing purposes. Next up we got Black Widow. She's trash. She's the worst character in this game at this very moment because uh she can one shot if it's a headshot, one shot damage dealers. But look, she doesn't have any mobility other than the jump thing, which is really irrelevant. That's just to escape some sticky situations. And also she doesn't do that much damage. She has to you have to be really good with this character to actually be decent, in ranked, which that doesn't sound really good because Black Widow is totally a skill-based character, but she's just not gonna be that good anyways. I know her hits. I know she's a hit scan character, but that doesn't make her any better. She's a really bad character. Next up we got Hulk. Hulk is a very good character. I wouldn't say he's meta though, but he's really good. He's really, really good. He's got two lives, which is always good. He's really tanky. He can jump around the map with no cooldown. You just have to be always, pressing that jump button. He can exile. When you exile, you basically are kind of stunned. I think so. I don't know. But he just has, he can climb on walls. He's kind of like Venom, but he's more tankier than Venom. And yeah, he's just a really W character. He has every characteristic as a tank, and he's also the perfect tank for this game. Captain America, he's okay. Look, he's not a bad character. The only flaw, I mean, not the only flaw, but the biggest flaw in Captain America is that his shield has 400 health. That is way too low to be, deflecting any damage at all. Because let's say someone like Hela, she can easily two-shot characters from across the map, and she would just one-shot this guy's shield anyway. So you can't really deflect anything. You just have to make his shield 800, like Doctor Strange, and he'll be a really good character. His ult is really interesting, moving faster, and also I think, some does something, but he just moves faster. And he's also a really tanky character. He's more of a like a dive tank, so you just, jump and then dive right in and then just animation cancel with his basics. Overall, he's a kind of like a mid character, but he's not that mid. He's like okay for tanks, but I don't really see anybody play him in higher ranks. He's kind of good in lower ranks. He's like okay in lower ranks, but in higher ranks, nobody uses this guy. Cloak and Dagger, very good. Some people might say they're meta. They can be both ways. I personally think they're better than Hulk. Cloak and Dagger, very interesting and very versatile characters. Uh, so Dagger is gonna be able to heal her team. All of her abilities can heal her team. Her basics throws some daggers, which can heal teammates and damage enemies. She can do a projectile heal. She can do a barrier heal, like an area heal. Um, what else? Her ult is very interesting. Her ult can heal teammates and damage enemies also. And then for Cloak, he just does a projectile blind. Basically the same thing as Cloak, or as Dagger, but it's a blind instead. And Cloak is more of a like a damage dealer. And then his other ability can blind or make teammates and himself invisible for a short amount of time, which is really good for you know like just to be kind of invincible. But yeah, overall, Cloak and Dagger is really, really good character if you know how to play them. Most people just are confused with their mechanics, but if you actually know how to play them, she's really good. Strange is a meta character. Higher ranks, he's banned immediately, or he's just played every game. Strange is a really good character. Obviously, with the portal, you can do some amazing plays with it. His basics does a butt load of damage. And then his shield has 800 health, which is actually a lot. And then his explode, I guess, or his exploding ability does a lot of damage based on the amount of dark magic you have. So the way you want to play this character, he's actually my main as well, Doctor Strange. So the way you want to play this character is you want to do some basics, gain as much dark magic as possible, and then you want to ult, and then after you ult, you explode them, doing double the damage if you ult before exploding. So he's a really, really good character. He can fly. He can do anything you can imagine. He's also got really like good damage for a tank, so he's insane. Groot is also another meta tank. He's a really, really tanky character with the walls. You just have to be good with placing walls because you have to reposition them a lot. So his main part is the walls, I guess. And then he can throw these little like sprout bombs that do actually quite a lot of damage. And then his basics are just like poking them, which actually deals some damage as well. So he's a really good character. Yeah. Hawkeye, also another meta character. He's a really he's probably one of the best duelists in this game. He is a projectile character, so you have to be really good with his aiming. But he's got a ton of gadgets, like the amount of special arrows that he has. He also has that, kind of like the Black Widow kick, but it's with, he pulls out his sword and slashes them. So yeah, he can deal with any, any types of, long range or short range battles. So he's a really good character. His ult is also really good as well. Creating after images, which you can actually shoot the after images, and then they'll damage the actual character. Next up, we got Hela. Hela is meta. She does insane. She can like 3-shot a tank, which is insane. She does insane damage, and her, you know, one of her abilities has you can like throw multiple swords, not just one, and then they'll explode. And then she has this little orb that she can throw, which pulls enemies around, similar to Moon Knight's Ankh ability. But she's just a really good character. She can turn invisible, or not invisible, immortal or something like that when she turns into a bird. Her ult is extremely broken. She does extremely massive explosive damage, which is insane when she becomes, when she uses her ult. Iron Fist, he's the best in the okay category. He's okay, like, you know what I mean? In lower ranks, he's gonna be really good because he can basically fly, which should not be the case since he's using his fists. But he's completely broken. But in the higher tiers, he might not be that good. Don't get me wrong, he's still good, but he's just not as good as the other meta characters in this list. So yeah, I'm gonna reposition this like that. Okay, next up we got Iron Man. He's very mid. Iron Man, he does insane amounts of damage with his ult. He can pair up with Doctor Strange, Portal, and then ult. He can do really good damage, but when he just finds Iron Fist in a match, Iron Fist can just fly up, knock him away, and this guy's basically dead. So Iron Man is not that good of a character. He's not trash, but he kind of does some damage, but he's just not that good of a character. Jeff the Land Shark. Jeff is okay. Jeff actually heals teammates quite a lot. Like, he has some insane healing. Well, not that insane, but actually kind of a lot of healing. And then he does okay damage. And he can, his ult is probably one of the most annoying, I guess. But it's not that annoying if you just have like Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch. You can just fly away. It's not that big of a deal. He's not that good of a character, but he's really cute and also he's decent. All right. Next up we got Loki. Loki is very good. Some people might say he's meta. I'm just gonna put him right here. Loki is a really good healer. He does really good healing. And he also does insane damage as well. Just turn into Bucky and then, spam the ults. But Bucky is also a counter to Loki because Bucky can recharge his ult from Loki's clones. So you gotta plan out your strategy really good while playing Loki. Luna Snow is actually I'm just gonna put her right here. Luna Snow is a really meta character. She has probably the most broken healing in this game. She's a really, good healer, and she does okay damage, I guess, but she also does insane damage. She's just a really goated character. Any healers out there, play this character. You play this character. Luna and Cloak and Dagger, two broken healers in this game. Magic, very mid. Look, she can teleport. Like she can teleport. She can do some damage, but she's not that good. Um, she's not that good of a character in my opinion. She's mid. Like she just can just slash people. She can do insane damage if you play her correctly, but regular people don't. So she's just mid. She's just a mid character. Magneto, okay character. He's, um, if paired with Scarlet Witch, he can do insane damage with this big sword. He can absorb enemy projectiles and then throw it back at him, which is really good. His shield lasts way too short though. You need to make it last longer. And also he can create a bubble around his teammates. He's just a really decent character. He's not good and also he's not bad. But yeah, he's just an okay character. You know what? I'm gonna put him here. Okay, next up we got Mantis. Mantis, broken. She's meta. She has some of the most insane damage. She has some of the most insane healing. I don't even have to explain this. She's probably like around here. Mantis, broken character. Go play this character as well. Any healers out there, go play this character. Insane damage. Moon Knight, very good. I mean, he's very good, but he's also not very good. He can do a lot of damage if you know how to play this guy. He can pull enemies together. He can do insane damage with his ult. But if you don't know how to play him, then he's completely useless and he's trash. So you should probably learn how to play this character before actually playing him, because he actually requires skill to play. He just can't just stay around, throwing projectiles. That's not how he works. He needs to, put down those symbols, and then it will pull enemies closer, and then use his ult and all that crazy stuff. So he's gonna be a really good character if you know how to play him. Namor or Namor, whatever. He's very good. He does insane damage. He can create more squids if paired up with the right character. I don't know who it is. But he has insane damage. He has some insane damage, as I said, and he's just a W character. He's a very good character, but he's just not insane, but he's just really good. He's very good. Next up, we got Penny Parker. Look, she's very good. I'd say she's very good. She's really good for CC or CC. She actually has a lot of CC and a lot of damage coming from the explosives, or the grenades or something that she plants as well. So she's just a really good tank with some good damage as well, if you play her correctly. Psylocke, I'm gonna say very good. She's definitely not meta for me, but she can deal some insane damage and pull off some insane mobility. With those dashes, those going around, flying around, do some crazy stuff. You just can't really catch you can't really catch this character. You gotta wait for her to, run out of dashes to be able to actually get her. Punisher is very mid. He's okay. He's insane damage, but if you actually progress in ranks, he becomes worse because his turret gets broken easily if the team has a brain. His turret is gonna be broken really easily. His ult does insane damage, but you can just kill him off. He's just not that good of a character, but he in lower ranks I can definitely see him as a one of the best damage dealers, but he's just not really good in higher ranks. Next up we got Rocket. Rocket is he's okay, dude. Um he can heal. Yeah, he has some healing. He has some decent damage as well. But he's mainly of a support character for Punisher and Bucky because he gives them infinite ammo, no reloading. He's just a support character. He can't really do, like, be the carry of his team. Other than if you just sit there and shoot the enemy all game, then yeah, probably. But then you're gonna not be able to heal your team. So I don't really recommend playing Rocket as a damage dealer. You can heal, just play him as a healer that he's supposed to be, and a support that he's supposed to be. Supporting Bucky and Punisher. But overall, Rocket is a really okay character. Scarlet Witch. She's okay. She does some actually interesting DPS. Not that huge of damage, but I guess okay damage. Her ult does 850 damage, which is insane. She can probably one-shot a character, or one-shot most characters. She can be invincible. She can, stun. Actually, a really long stun duration. People underlook Scarlet Witch a lot because she's actually a decent character, but in higher ranks you can just stun her while she's doing her ult, and then she's basically just dead. So you have to manage your your Scarlet Witch playing, I guess, really good, or else you'll just die. Spider-Man, he's mid. You really need to be able to play this guy, as a pro, to be actually able to deal damage with this guy. He has no middle. He can just be, one, really strong, or two, just absolutely trash. Like, there's no middle for this guy. He's a good character, but he's kind of hard to play. He's kind of like Black Panther, but he does less damage than Black Panther, also harder to play than Black Panther. So there's Spider-Man, guys. He's okay, I guess. Squirrel Girl, she's very mid. I get that she's able to heal. She can, do some stuff, but she's not that good of a character. You can counter her really easily. You can block her little squirrels or whatever. She gets cut off really easily, and you just need some she needs some more abilities and more better abilities. She can do some CC, but not really. You know what I mean? Yeah. Star-Lord is actually really good if you know how to play him. He's insane. His ult is absolutely broken. His basics absolutely broken. He can fly. He can dodge. He can become immune to CC for 1 second. He's just a really W character, really goated, really broken. If you play damage dealer, you're definitely gonna like this guy. Storm, really trash. I don't even know what she does, but probably just does some storm. She just pulls up a storm in the middle of the battlefield, just to get Doctor Strange and put his shield in the ground, and she can't do anything. We got Thor. Thor is okay. He's kind of better than Captain America, but he's also not. But he's okay. He can dive into the opponent and then do some bashing. But he's That's realistically all he does. He does some good damage. He's kind of tanky. But if you don't have a really smart healer, then he's probably just gonna die within the first 2 seconds that he dives in. So yeah, Venom is very good. Uh, he does good damage if you pull off a headshot. He does actually really good damage with his ult. Um, he is tanky if you know when to activate the shield. So you just have to, study this character a bit before playing him, and also you have to be really precise with your aim, with your basics, to be able to maximize this character's potential. Next up, we got Bucky. Bucky is very good. I'm just gonna put him like right here. Bucky is really good because he can just reset his ult. It's like if he KOs people with his ult, then he can reset it, and just completely do like spam the ult, which is absolutely broken, by the way. His special abilities are okay. He does some really good damage with his basics, but the main thing for him is his ult. Wolverine is very mid. He's a kind of a mid character. He does some good damage. He has some good healing and good shields, but other than that, that's it. You can dive. You can do some stuff like that. But if you just finds a character that can fly, then he basically can't do anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my Marvel Rivals tier list. Let me know what you think about this tier list. Is it accurate or not? Thanks for watching, I guess, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.